Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is? It's Krew Sports Talk Show. You know I had to bring Yes, sir back.
Yes, sir.
This is season 1 finale, so you know I had to bring it back. What's going on, fellas? Everybody good?
Yeah. You already know, man. You got your boy Brennan Burns in the building.
Stats.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
He had a proper introduction.
There you
this
go.
time.
You know what I'm saying? He's been practicing weeks for that. What's poppin', fellas, man? Everything good?
Not too bad.
Yeah, just chilling.
Just chilling. I'm good. That's what's up. There's one thing I know we always forget to take the shots. Let's go ahead and knock these out. Oh, all right.
Damn.
I'm the designated driver for tonight.
That's what it is.
Respect.
I know you guys are looking around the table. You don't see Lou. Lou's actually holding it down out of state, so we're going to hold it down for him. Fellas, man, I know we just came back from, the NFL Pro Bowl. That was a couple of nights ago.
Yeah.
What do we think about the NFL Pro Bowl? Did you guys watch the Pro Bowl, first of all?
Unfortunately, no.
Did you?
Nope.
Oh, I caught glimpses of it, but I'm not going to say I watched it.
All right, let's talk about that. I know the Pro Bowl, man, they've been trying to do different things to save the Pro Bowl. They changed the location from Hawaii to Orlando. Is there any way of changing the Pro Bowl? Because these players really, they don't even play. I think they were even saying on ESPN, Pro Bowl should be a flag football competition.
Yeah.
Like, players don't want to get injured for the Pro Bowl just for a $60,000 check.
They play
if
contact.
you win. What is there? Is there a way to change the Pro Bowl? What do we do with the Pro Bowl?
I kind of think, honestly, with the Pro Bowl, it was kind of like a field trip. Now, I remember when it used to be in Hawaii, the league was paying for everything. So, of course, that's like a free trip. You bring all your friends most of your family, different things like that. But you also have a lot of guys that are just hanging out. They don't want to play. And then you have the guys that are in the Super Bowl. They ain't playing at all.
Facts.
So that kind of left people not really interested. And then when the few guys that did play, they know it's not really anything to it.
I think one thing about the Pro Bowl being in Hawaii, it was restricted to people in Hawaii. Hawaii is an expensive place to travel to, so a lot of people in the U.S. wasn't going to Hawaii.
Who was going to pay that to fly way over there?
Facts. You know what I mean? Now, I think this is a good move for the NFL. Orlando is a family-central place. You got Disney World, Universal Studios, Busch Gardens in Tampa, an hour away. If you bring your family, you can not only go to the Pro Bowl, but you could go have an experience.
The attractions.
But it's the game itself. I think the skills competition. I like the skills competition. I like what they're doing with that. But it's the actual game, I think, that needs improving, right?
Yeah.
Is there a way to fix that? Like,
what do we do? I heard they're trying to make it into a weekend. I mean, what they should do is bring the skills challenge into the same day. Don't have it 2 or 3 days before, and then have the Pro Bowl on a Sunday. Like, have everything on a weekend. Probably have a combine, or just to see if the players still got it from back when they did the combines. Have a 40-yard dash. Have the quarterback set up.
They used to have the weightlifting, like niggas
weightlifting. Yeah,
I remember they used to do that back.
And
in the
then
day.
Probably an aspect to keep it interesting. You see how the NBA is doing the draft now with the players. Have a pool of all the people who's going in the Pro Bowl. And then just have captains and have them pick who they want to play.
They did that. They had Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice as captains.
Oh, they did do that one time.
And talking about one of the events, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a time that the Pro Bowl had beach volleyball, and a player, he actually tore his ACL and was out there the following year. Did your phone just go off, Stats?
Oh man.
You see now, you done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
So make sure you tune in next segment. I know you don't drink.
There's a new stat coming in.
But you got to take a shot. Got to.
It's a new sports stat coming in.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
But, so what do we do, man? Let's say you guys were the NFL commissioner. How do you guys bring attention back to the Pro Bowl game itself? Does it go to different locations?
What does that really do?
I don't think it's about locations.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of like the league can't force these guys to really do anything. So it's kind of like a paid vacation, sort of say. Most guys don't take it seriously, or they don't want to risk getting hurt.
Right. So if they don't take it serious, how can you expect the fans to take it serious? How can you take the fans to tune in and watch that?
And that's probably why the numbers have dwindled down.
So do you think in maybe 2-3 years we still have a Pro Bowl?
I mean, what do you do with it? You can't just get rid of it.
I don't know. Can we save the Pro Bowl?
Doesn't necessarily have to be a football game. Maybe they play dodgeball.
That's part of, there's a skills challenge with that.
Oh.
That weekend they play dodgeball.
Oh shit! So they think of everything already.
Yeah. Outside of the game.
Well, at the end of the day, it's business. So if you don't have no revenue or people spending money going to the games or going to these events, it'll get canceled. It'll get scrapped or they'll come up with something.
It's not going to be an expense. It always has to be a profit, or
Yeah.
it has to generate profit. It can't be an expense to the league.
I don't know. That's a hard avenue to turn down. I don't know what to really do there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's tough. I don't know. I remember as a kid we used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, you look
Do
up
they
to
still
that.
even have special teams? Like, is there kickoffs and stuff like that?
Nah, I think it just snapped from the 50. Not from the 50, but from
Like 35 or something?
yeah, and just go.
Because I remember Sean Taylor taking out somebody. Was it a punter from the Eagles?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Right. So is it even risk?
But it
for
was
the
different
player?
then. It-
Right.
You know, that was years ago, and you know, rest in peace, Sean Taylor. They don't even play like that anymore.
Not at all. Not, especially not in the Pro Bowl.
So
That's tough. That's tough. I know the Pro Bowl is the I guess to give the fans some excitement to the Super Bowl. You call it a transition, a segue to the Super Bowl.
Not
so
really.
it's 1 week ahead of the Super Bowl, but I don't see how you can survive the Pro Bowl or keep the Pro Bowl around the way it's going now.
Mm-hmm.
RIP to the Pro Bowl in 3 years.
Yeah,
Is that what we
probably.
saying?
sounds about
That's
right.
looking scary.
Let me ask you a question. You bought something definitely that was interesting. You said Saints, the Saints Rams game. You brought up an interesting fact that 3 of the refs from the Saints game were from California. How does that happen? And do you think that was an impact on the game or that decision?
I don't know how it happened. I mean, I really don't know how the NFL let it slip through the cracks or whatnot, but it doesn't look good for the fact that they were California based
Definitely
and
a
the
conflict of
Rams
interest. You can't have
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
And then you have 3 at that, not 1.
3.
That's
How
3.
does that happen? Like, nigga, there's how many states in the U.S. you couldn't pick, nigga, 49 other ones,
Come on, man.
right?
Some type of inside
So
work
do you
there.
think that should be a rule that if that person is from that state, like there shouldn't have been nobody from Louisiana refereeing that game?
I mean, it should.
Not
I mean,
3.
you should have. I mean, there are plenty of refs,
To
you know,
choose from,
to
nigga.
choose from. You know, there
But
should have
I
to be
think
a better
The
situation.
refs for the NFC are voted, like the staff throughout the league, throughout the season that have the best stats. I think they officiate.
Shouldn't
the
that go by
championship
like
game.
veteranship? Who's like been in the league the longest? And
Just because you've been in the league longest, does that make you the best ref?
I mean, shit, you've seen enough, so you should be making the right calls.
Yeah, but sometimes these old refs don't be seeing shit. They just be around. But I think
what-
it's that staffs that's been together throughout the whole season, and I think they have the best percentage or whatever on good
Right
calls,
calls.
bad calls, things like that. They go to the championship game.
I mean, that
So
might.
it's just been by chance that that reference. Team,
Yeah, but that's still just too much. 3.
yeah,
There's
you
no
gotta
way.
take that in consideration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does the NFL? How do they not notice that? Right?
I'm pretty sure that someone knew.
You thought somebody did know.
There has to be a way.
I mean, the fact that all this stuff is coming out, even after the game, the NFL admitted to, you know, there was a bad no call from the
Bad
refs.
call.
Honestly, I would rather you not even tell me anything.
And well, that's a big
I
topic
think
too.
that's worse.
Yeah, I think they have to be accountable.
If you don't say nothing,
The guy from
I mean,
the
but what is
Rams-
that changing? You
The
come
guy
and tell
from the
me, oh,
Rams-
well, yeah, you know, I didn't get a call. It's not changing nothing.
Nah, for sure. But I think they still have to be accountable. Like, I think that's what everybody was saying. Like, yo, you guys got to say something. You guys say you fucked up. I know as a player, you like, man, fuck that. What is that going to help us? But you still got to be
I
accountable.
mean,
for your
but
actions.
shouldn't it be to the point where you have players that are getting fined for doing certain things and they're being held accountable?
Well,
there
talking
should be
about
a
players
point.
that got fined. That the individual, the corner from the Rams, he didn't get a flag for the helmet to helmet, but he got fined by the NFL for helmet to helmet on that same play.
And
Okay.
I guess that's supposed to make the
I guess it
the
makes up
Saints feel
for
a little
it.
bit better.
Nah.
I mean, I think it should be a point too when you have refs. You don't have a ref standing in one corner and looking way on the other side of the field. They have refs around the whole field
got like
to
5 of them
watch
shits, right?
every position. At a position or a time like that, the same way y'all find these players, I think y'all need to start finding these refs when they missing critical calls like that. Somebody need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about a regular game. You're talking about a Super Bowl appearance. What I'm supposed to, you supposed to say, oh, I'm sorry I didn't see it, and oh well, you know, we see you next year. The refs need to be held accountable, man.
Yeah.
They need to be fined or suspended or something because they'd be quick to do that to a player.
For sure. For sure. But do they fine or suspend a player for making a bad play? Because that's what the equivalent of the ref making a bad call
I mean,
is.
they've suspended players for making dirty hits. They fined players for doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So why not fine a ref? Why not suspend a ref?
I think suspension. They should suspend that ref.
I think so.
Because that was a blatant call. Like,
You're
how do
right
you
in front of
miss
it. How do you not see that call?
Right.
That's obvious.
Right.
Mm.
That's tough. That's a tough one. Another tough decision, man, that's been going around the NFL. I know a lot of people have been gearing up for the Super Bowl, but here in South Florida, we had you could say that we got some great news. They were saying that Le'Veon Bell, free agent. Is he a free agent?
I believe so.
Right,
yes.
right. His
He will
franchise tag ended last year.
Yeah.
One of his teams that he wants to go to is
The Dolphins.
right. What do we think about that?
Shit, that's interesting. I mean,
Do the Dolphins make a play on that? Would you, if you were the Dolphins GM, with our current team, with our current staff, do we make a play on Le'Veon Bell?
I don't see why not to load up on a talent like that. I think the only thing is just a question of quarterback, and I think that's the only thing that probably steer him away.
Is the Dolphins in a situation that we would benefit from a talent like Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, like what we pick up Le'Veon Bell, are the Dolphins go from what to what?
I think that's a good question. I don't think
doesn't-
Le'Veon is probably the
Does it make us a Super Bowl contending team?
Nah, not Super Bowl.
Does it? We definitely get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
We
I
get
think
kicked
so.
out the first round.
He's a game changer.
He is a game changer. I think he's a great talent. How much better does he make the Dolphins where we are currently with our roster?
Shit, we don't go. Where do we go? 9-7. I'm not 9-7. We went
7-9.
7-9. Nah, we don't go that. We probably maybe those games that we lose, those short scores. I think those are the games that we get by and we win. Maybe we go 10-6.
Right. What do you think? Should the Dolphins make that move?
I mean, why not bring Le'Veon Bell and AB?
Wow.
Bring Antonio
brace
Brown
truck.
back to the crib. Bring him back home. So y'all get a receiver and a running back.
And all we need is now. All right. Hold on. Let me get comfortable.
Uh-oh.
So we bring in Le'Veon Bell. We have Antonio Brown. How much more do we need from that quarterback position? Do we keep Ryan Tannehill? Or do we go for the juggler? If you have those two Pro Bowl, those two maybe future Hall of Famers, what do you need at that quarterback position? Who do you need at that quarterback position?
What's out there?
Joe Flacco.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Nick Foles? But Nick, can you afford that? Can
Yeah,
you afford
if
Nick
you're gonna
Foles? Can you
bring-
afford AB? Can you afford Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you bring in Le'Veon Bell and AB, how much
when-
can you really spend on quarterback?
Say you can't spend a whole lot and you have to stick with Ryan Tannehill. Maybe he has those guys which are maybe better options than he had before to relieve some of the pressure off of him, because you have some teams that might not have always had a great quarterback, but he has
The
great
tools
players.
around him.
He always has great tools around him.
You go from a team that's relying on Ryan Tannehill to just Tannehill don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Because if you have AB and you have Le'Veon, like, how much do you really need from Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you were the Dolphins, you make that move?
Why not? I mean, what else do you really have to lose? If you're trying to improve, which they should be,
Well,
why not?
see, that's the key word. Are they trying to improve? I think there was a common talk around the Dolphins facility is that they're trying to tank for 2020, right?
I think they should retool.
Retool instead
not
of
tank.
rebuilding.
Yeah. There's nothing to tank for.
Quarterback next year. That's what they're trying to go for. They're trying to go for the 2-0. They're trying to go for the different quarterbacks that are going to be available in the draft next year. What do we do? Do we do that?
You're in a tough pickle because now you get the situation with Le'Veon and with AB. What do you do? Do you go all in one more time?
Do you? Let me ask. Okay. Do we go for Le'Veon? Do we go for AB? And do we trade draft picks to get Kyle Murray from Oklahoma?
Wow. But is Kyler Murray the answer?
Do you need an answer with that squad?
Being so young, though,
What do we do
I don't think Kyler Murray would be a good quarterback around those two guys.
around those two?
Yeah.
I don't think Kyle Murray's the answer for anything. I think he's gonna end up playing baseball full time.
I mean, to be honest, it might not always be about doing too much. I mean, we saw what happened when the Heat tried to do that, and Pat Riley tried to go out and do this and do all that, and we end up
with bad contracts.
Bad contracts.
Could this be a bad contract?
You had D Wade leave. So sometimes it's like, hey, listen, if it's out there to get, let's get it and let's move forward. Sometimes you just can't put everything in, and it might backfire on you.
So what do we do as the Dolphins? Where we stand? How we stand right now? Let's take everything off the table. What do you do? What is our main objective this offseason?
One, figure out the quarterback situation.
How do we figure it out? Is it draft or is it free agency?
I don't think it's draft this year.
Nah, I don't think there's quarterbacks available this year that's going to change our team.
I think you, unfortunately, probably waited out one more year with Tannehill instead of trying to cut him and trying to sign someone else. Just stick it out with the team one more year, and then hopefully the team isn't too good or too bad, and maybe you can get a decent draft pick and draft a quarterback maybe. But I think the main concern right now, if you want to maybe continue to contend, is focus on the O-line. If you can get some type of protection for Tannehill, maybe Tannehill can look different.
The Cowboys did that for years.
Yeah.
They kept drafting first-round offensive linemen. Now look, Ezekiel is fucking running behind what? And also look at Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott
was a third, fourth-round pick from Texas A&M.
He's looking pretty good behind the O-line.
You definitely need an O-line. I know that's not the sexiest pick. I know the Dolphins are used to making those splash, but that might be a good way to start. You got to build up that wall.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I was just the same
Let's say
thing.
you're a Dolphin fan for one day, because you're definitely a Dolphin hater. I'm just
not a hater.
Seahawks hat on.
No, definitely not a hater.
Guy. He's just a fashionable guy.
I mean, I think I would try to go out and get AB. I would try to go out and get Le'Veon Bell. Why not? And then
make the big splash. See how that works. Maybe it's not so much as everything being on Tannehill. See how that works with them, and then you can say, well, you know what? Next year, you basically have a whole year, and you're giving him weapons. Now, then, if he can't do what he's supposed to do, then you know what the next step should be. But at that point, you're not going to be in a draft situation to draft these quarterbacks. If you have A, B, and Le'Veon, you're not a lottery pick.
Yeah, you're not. You're winning maybe 10 or 11 games.
You're at 17.
But you don't necessarily have
to.
You don't necessarily have to give it a draft pick or for one of those type players to lead the team. You can get a guy in a free agency.
For sure.
All he needs to do is do his job and do it accurately and consistently. That's it. He doesn't have to be an all-star.
He doesn't have to win the game. He has to manage the game.
That's it.
Are we looking for like an Alex Smith? A player like that, not Alex Smith himself,
minus
but a player
injuries.
Like that. Minus injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. If I don't know how far Marcus Mariota, he has to be coming up towards his end of his contract, right? He's been in the league for a little minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, I don't like him.
No, he went to Florida State. No.
Nah, we don't like him.
Teddy, man, I'm a fan of Teddy Bridgewater.
I am too.
If the Dolphins can probably find a way to get him, then that'll be interesting as a quarterback here in Miami.
For sure.
Even with the current tools we have now, without the AB and the Le'Veon, I think Teddy Bridgewater can probably resurrect his career.
I like our weapons. I like Kenny Stills and I like Albert Wilson.
The team was just hurt this year.
And I like Kenyon Drake. I like what we were doing. Adam Gase, I know he's gotten a lot of slack, but the first couple of games, Miami offense looked rejuvenated. I think Ryan Tannehill had the best part of the season during those first 3 games.
Yeah.
Man, I think the Dolphins, there's a lot of things that there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of moves that we can make. We just got the head coach. I know they're filling up their staff, the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator. I think the guy you named, Jim Caldwell, he's the assistant head coach. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good move for the Dolphins because the head coach that we have now, Flores, so having Jim Caldwell as
has experience
liaison, I think that's going to help him.
Yeah.
But this time of year, everybody is definitely gearing up for the NFL, but this is when people start paying attention to the NBA, right? And talking about these cups, let's pay attention to these shots. Your phone went off. And here at the Phoenix Hour, there's no man left behind, so we're going to take a shot with you, all right? Let's do it. I thought you was going to get a pussy shot. I ain't going to front. I definitely thought when you put your cup down, it was going to be like a little bit in there. But you kind of manned up. Really, nigga.
Really, nigga.
Talking about the NBA, man. NBA All-Star, mid-season, trade, everything's going on right now. I know we talked about the Pro Bowl earlier, how to make the NFL Pro Bowl more exciting. NBA, they came up with a different concept. You could choose 2 players, choose their own teams, right? Starting 5, or is it the whole team?
It's 2 captains, and then they get to pick from a pool of players.
How many players? Starting 5 or the whole team?
You pick the whole team.
Damn, that's crazy. That's good. That's good. So we're going to do the Phoenix Hour NBA All-Star team. We're going to have Stats team, and we're going to have Bernie Burns team. All right? So let's do it. Do anybody got a coin?
I don't carry change.
There was a quarter in the side of a chair. I seen it. Maybe switch it.
All right. 1 through 10.
1 to 10.
7.
How the fuck you got that? Damn, the nigga hit it right on the head. You get first pick. So let's do it.
What the fuck?
He picked it. He got the right number.
Who picks 10 as the number?
He picked 7.
Oh.
You got another. Oh, all right. That was a mean shot, boy. First pick. Go ahead.
Kevin Durant.
Your first pick? Oh, I don't like your team already. I don't like your stats. I don't like it. Go ahead.
LeBron James.
What the fuck, right?
LeBron James.
Stats. Go ahead.
Take mighty long there, buddy.
10.
Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yo, you getting muddy stats.
Steph Curry.
All right, there we go. Hold on.
Joel Embiid.
You got a big team. Go ahead.
Paul George.
Okay. James Harden.
Kyrie Irving.
And I'll take Kemba Walker. That's my 5.
So your team, KD, Kawhi, Steph, Paul, Kyrie. Guessing KD's at the center.
Yep.
And we got Kawhi and Paul at the forwards, Steph and Kyrie at the guards.
Yep.
Small team. Shooters. What do you have? You have
all the big boys.
LeBron,
Giannis,
Joel, Harden, Kimbo.
Kimbo?
You right. Go ahead.
Rest in peace, Kimbo.
Kimbo Walker. What do we think about that? Who's winning that?
I think I got that, man. Size
That
and
sounds
all.
good. Size don't mean a damn thing.
All my niggas shooting.
Yeah.
Rebounds.
Well, you already know I got Kawhi. He gonna lock your boy LeBron down. That's his kryptonite. He already took out the game right there.
But Giannis, you put Giannis on KD?
I ain't worried about him. He cannot guard KD.
Who gonna stick
He cannot
Embiid?
guard KD.
Giannis can't guard KD?
No.
With his length?
No.
I don't know about that.
He cannot guard KD.
I don't know.
He's a better shooter. He's quicker.
Understood.
He has better handle.
But lengthwise, he can stay in front of him.
He can stay in front of him, but he can't. Listen, he's a better
We was
shooter.
one shot away.
He's
Here we
a
go.
better
I don't
dribbler.
know.
He can't handle him. I ain't worried about Embiid.
I don't like it.
He gon' I ain't worried
I
about
think
Embiid.
Giannis can stick KD close enough toe to toe.
Nah.
I think so.
He probably could stay with him toe to toe, but as far as that dribbling and shooting, it's a wrap. They're not. That's not even a match.
I like Giannis and KD. I like that matchup. Harden and Paul George. Who wins out of there?
Well, James Harden gonna
But
choke.
who do you have on Steph? Kimba?
Yeah.
Who's on Kyrie?
Harden.
We know how that's gonna turn out.
No matter. Harden gonna put up 60.
Really, nigga?
He gonna give up 80.
Fuck it.
Exactly.
It's All-Star game, no defense.
Nah, you right about that. Nah, you right about that. You right about that. This what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it to our viewers to see who has the better team. once again, KD, Kawhi Leonard, Steph, Paul George, and Kyrie Irving. LeBron, Giannis, Joel, Harden, and Kimba. That's tough. That's tough. LeBron and Giannis just going off those top two picks.
And then you got Kimba playing at home in Charlotte. You gonna try to ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Interesting fact. Just a segue. You know why we haven't had the All-Star game down here in Miami in so long?
Why?
It's because of the fucking the boat show. The boat show takes up all the hotels, and there's no occupancy, no vacancies down here. So that's why.
Have we ever had one down here before?
A long time ago in the 90s.
Oh man!
But since the boat show's been down here, it's been taking up all the shit.
So there's no space for people to come down.
Like, how do you not have an All-Star game in Miami? But
that's what I'm saying. Like, at least on a ballot.
Right, for sure.
It's crazy.
So that's crazy. I think picking a starting five, one name that I didn't notice on there, maybe it's because of injuries, was Anthony Davis. His name has been brought up a lot recently, in past 24 hours in terms of trades. GM for the day. Who would you give up for Anthony Davis? What would you give up for Anthony Davis? Is Anthony Davis that player that takes that great team to like, oh shit, they could fuck up the Warriors?
Does it have to necessarily be that to fuck up the Warriors?
Just out of anything.
I mean, but who else you going for?
Nah,
they the top dogs.
Yeah, but
what are you playing
if you're going to
for?
trade him and for him to go to somewhere, you're not playing for second place.
I mean, I think
because you're giving up the bank for Anthony Davis.
I think you trade him to somewhere where he wants to be and where he was able to contend in a year or two. Because Golden State's, no one's beating that this year. Hopefully, maybe next year. Maybe they're not the same team. But this year, ain't nobody touching that. So if you can go somewhere you could build for the next year or two or three, where you could go somewhere, call up a couple niggas and be like, yo, I'm trying to slide over and team up next year, then yeah. But right now, I think anywhere he goes is nothing. Maybe if he, go ahead.
What do you think about that?
I would say
because if you're trading for Anthony Davis, you're not building for the future. I like what you're saying. You trade for Anthony Davis, you're not competing for the Warriors. Now you're adding another piece to add another piece for the 2019 free agency.
So if
Lakers,
so the bet that I was just gonna say, you took the words right out of my mouth.
That's why you the boss. Go ahead.
He would have to go to the Lakers. That would be his best opportunity, knowing that you still have probably one of the greatest top players of ever in LeBron over there. He signed what, a 4? He signed. I would give up Ingram. I would give up Ingram.
God damn.
I would give up
KCP.
Kuzman. I would give up Pope.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kuzma.
probably even Ball.
Shit, that's 5 right there.
I mean, honestly,
and then a pick.
I mean, you
still
still.
well.
So you're all in. You're all in. You still already have, Rondo over there. He's a distributor. We already know what LeBron gonna do.
You got Josh Hart.
Anthony, remember now, you have.
Man, I don't know.
You'll still have LeBron. We know what he gonna do. You have Rondo distributing the ball. You have AD over there, and everybody else are just
Beasley.
players they're just, I would say, pieces.
Lance.
You know what I'm saying? Doing their part. I mean, that would be the best case scenario. You really can't say Houston. They broke up their team last year.
Hold on.
You can't say Boston. Kyrie might not be there next year.
Right.
So if you're talking about something soon to take down the Warriors, it will probably have to be LA. And then we don't even know what the Warriors going to look like next year. That would be the best scenario.
You're the Lakers. You make that trade happen. You're giving up draft picks as well, right? You're all in for AD.
That's 5
You're all
bodies.
in. You're all in for the next 3 years. You're not trying to build through the draft. This is right now. You got LeBron. You got AD. And who's that third player you bring in 2019 free agency? Because LeBron and AD is not going to make it happen. You're actually going to have to add 2 more players.
2?
Quality
It has to be
players.
a one, like another star, and then another like
2 quality players.
2 quality.
You already got LeBron.
Stars, 2 quality players.
You already have LeBron. You get
2
AD.
difference makers.
You get a Kawhi.
Kawhi's not going there. If they get a Marc Gasol, hello, that's interesting.
Mark, AD, LeBron.
And Bron.
That's a big front court.
I like Kawhi.
And I think if you sign Marc Gasol, you could still get Kawhi. I don't think Marc Gasol contract would be crazy.
I don't think Kawhi is going to LA. He's going to the Clippers.
He's going to LA, but he might not be going to
He's going to the other team.
So you say if you bring AD, LeBron, you got to bring Kawhi.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good team.
What's up?
That's my pick.
Okay, I'm gonna put on two GM hats right now. If I'm going with trying to contend and trying to beat the Warriors, I'm gonna be.
So you playing a game?
Nah, yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and be Daryl Morey and make a trade for Anthony Davis from the Houston Rockets, and I'm giving up Marquise Chris, Eric Gordon, and my 4 first-round picks that I have. How do you say no to 4 first-round picks? And that's consecutive years.
That's a lot.
For Anthony Davis, and I'm contending right now. So I have James Harden, Chris Paul, AD, Clint Capella when he comes back from injury. I just got Kenneth Faried.
But at the same time, Houston's first round aren't like they're like maybe 25 and down, right? Because they're gonna be in contention all those years. It's not like saying Boston where you have 2 lottery picks for next year.
It's 4 first rounds though. That's something to look at.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know if I was New Orleans, I think I won't want first rounders, but I think I won't want more of an immediate.
But then you're
impact.
getting 2 quality players in Marquise Chris
and who else?
Eric Gordon, which is a starter in the league, and who's been in your system already. Okay, so let me put on my other hat.
Go ahead.
My dark horse is the Knicks, and that's somewhere where he did say that he wanted to re-sign. And if I'm making that trade, I'm going all in and giving up my 2 young prospects in Kevin Knox and Kristaps Porzingis.
So what does that leave Anthony Davis with?
But you just said he wants to be able to.
I'm not done yet.
Win consistently.
I'm not done
What
yet.
does that leave Anthony Davis with? I know there's speculation that Kyrie wants to come in.
We have money.
Kyrie, Anthony Davis, and who? Maybe Kevin Durant?
Nah, maybe Jimmy Butler.
And you think they'll be able to
In
contend
the
for a
East,
championship?
maybe I don't want to go in the West.
Wait. Hold on now.
In the East.
How is that now? In the East? AD, Jimmy Butler, and Kyrie.
And anyone else you can fill out the roster with.
You don't think that's in contention
In the East.
Come on.
I don't know.
Kyrie leaves Boston. Boston ain't Boston no more.
That's where we get interested.
You probably still got Philly.
That's where we
I
get
don't know.
interested, fellas.
Maybe Oladipo can come back and be healthy.
I don't really know. I mean, look at
How does
now.
AD?
Remember now.
How does AD, Jimmy Butler, and Kyrie does not contend in the East?
I hear what you guys are saying, but you remember, okay, say Kyrie does leave.
leaves Boston.
He didn't
Where
play
does
last
Boston
year. Look
stay?
how good Boston was without him.
For sure.
But
For
you
sure.
see how he closed out games. There's no one to close out games the way he does this year. Next year.
They still will have to go through a 76ers. They still will have to go through a Toronto.
Listen, making the
Kawhi
Knicks,
leaves this
making
year.
the Knicks as strong as your trade means that you take away a piece from your both best competition. In Philly,
76ers.
you're taking a piece from 76ers,
Jimmy.
and you're taking a piece from
Boston.
Both teams fall a little bit. I think they fall a lot, but
And
in
New
your
York
eyes,
goes up
I'll
a
give
lot.
you the benefit of the doubt a little bit, and New York stock rises.
And with him resigning. So now you know you have a team from the next 3 to 4 years in the East.
Okay, so say you have them coming out of the East. You still think they'll be good enough to compete with the teams in the West?
Man, Golden State's not going to be around for no 3-4 years. I hope not. Boy, if they are, man, just that shit not fair. But I think that's a good enough team to compete in the West with James Harden where he's playing and go in Houston. I think Chris Paul is probably his last year playing at.
Fareed.
Well, yeah, if they could re-sign him, yeah, with Clint Capella next to him.
I think everybody's now building for maybe the next 2 years. You're not knocking Golden State off.
Nah, not this year.
Not this year at all.
But then you're hearing rumbles of DeMarcus saying that he wouldn't mind taking another pay cut to stay again. What do you do?
Even if KD leaves,
KD can leave. That team is still
Golden
dangerous
State is
with
still- come
DeMarcus. Someone else will go and play there.
how long does Golden State stay the Golden State that we know?
You got Kyrie on contract for 5 years. You about to re-up on Clay. Draymond can walk.
Still to be a loaded team.
Years?
Kyrie.
Golden State got Kyrie for 5 years?
Yeah, he can sign to 205.
Damn, Kyrie?
Oh, Curry.
Really, nigga?
Really, nigga? Sorry. Stephen
I
Curry.
gave him a chance to correct himself.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Kyrie.
You going on the
much
blooper reel for that one.
confidence. So much confidence.
Curry.
Curry for 5 years.
5 years.
Draymond wants that bag. He stated that.
They still could be a dominant
sacrifice
team.
enough. I want that bag. He
They
said
still could be a dominant team.
Tremont can walk.
so. All these moves, really, like even if he goes to LA, like you were saying, is people fighting for second place?
As of now, pretty
Like
much.
Yeah, he goes to LA. The
what
team's
are
dwindled
these
down to
trades?
nothing.
We trade AD to another team. What other team takes that first spot from Golden State?
He goes to Portland.
Game time Dame, CJ
With CJ.
McCollum, and that the white
Hold
boy.
on, you said
Nurkic.
if AD goes to
Portland.
Another team. What team can outtake Golden State?
Yeah, I would probably think.
Is there a team?
no, not this year. I don't care where he go.
Oh, Toronto. You think if you go teams up with Kawhi? I seen that as a trade possibility.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Who does
With Serge
Toronto give
Ibaka.
up?
They give up OG.
Serge?
Nah, they give up OG Anunoby and Valanciunas and
Pick.
Siakam and a pick or two. You get 2 young prospects, a decent center, and 2 picks to entice Kawhi to stay next year.
That wins the East. Does that win the league? Is there win in the league?
I
Like, let's be
don't
serious
care
about
where
this.
AD goes this year. There's nobody beating that cheat code over there in Golden State.
Yeah.
All right, next year. You said that this trade is setting up for 2019.
Yeah.
What team picks up Anthony Davis and adds another piece? That 2020 finals might look a little different.
Miami Heat.
You bugging. We need a couple of pieces.
Lakers. I mean,
LeBron.
we already know LeBron there.
LeBron, AD, and who? Kawhi?
We already know
You
LeBron
guys
is
keep
there.
saying Kawhi.
I don't think Kawhi is going to the Lakers.
He's going to the other team in the Staples Center.
the other
We
locker
never
room down the
know.
hall.
But at the same time, you add an AD to a Lakers.
They're
you
going to add a
have-
big man. I think they're going to get Marc Gasol in the free agency.
But that's not. That's. I
That
don't
pushes
think
the
that
needle.
impacts the salary.
With them 3?
I don't think that's a big pickup. I think that's a complimentary pickup.
Nah, of course. But
Who's that big pickup? AD, LeBron, Marc Gasol. Who's that other person?
yeah, you have no more access to trade for anything else. You got to pick
Picking
up.
somebody up.
Yeah. What's out there in free
You
agency?
can have somebody in free agency that just knows their role. They don't have to be a superstar. They just know their role. In free agency, they actually could just pick up a role player. He doesn't have to be an all-star. You know, just someone that just, you know, fill a spot and just do what he's supposed to do. Don't have to be a big name. Don't have to be a, you know.
Yo, 2019 looks like a good fucking free agency.
You think
class,
so?
bro. All right, I'm gonna name some.
Besides the obvious that are going back?
all right, the obvious is KD going back.
Well, yeah, we don't know what
Is
KD's going
Kawhi
to.
Leonard going back?
Nah, but
Is Kyrie
Kawhi.
Irving going back? Is Jimmy Butler going back?
Okay.
Now we start getting interesting. Is Klay Thompson going back?
Yeah, that's obvious.
Kemba Walker back to the Hornets?
I think if
Yeah, they say-
MJ dingles the bag, I think he stays.
They already said they want to resign him. But
Nah, for sure.
But if someone else comes with a bigger bag, if I'm Kemba, I'll walk.
Kristaps Porzingis, DeMarcus, Tobias Harris,
Tobias Harris is nice.
Chris Middleton, Nikola,
Orlando center.
no, New Orleans. Power
Oh,
forward.
Mirotic.
Al Horford from the Boston, Marc Gasol. Damn, there's a lot of Nikolas, nigga. What the fuck? From
Nikola
Orlando.
Vujicic.
Yeah, Orlando.
Yeah.
Julius Randle
Okay.
and your boy Goran Dragic, Eric Bledsoe, DeAndre Jordan,
DeAndre.
Terry Rozier.
Scary Terry.
D'Angelo
Russell.
He's had a good year.
I don't think he goes back to
He's
LA.
had a good year.
He has. He has.
he ain't
So
going back
what's
to
up?
LA. He was snitching.
Nah, facts. So what do we do? Oh, next year Hassan Whiteside is a free agent.
Nah, player option. He is not gonna say no to that.
He's opting in.
You
He's
crazy?
opting in. So what do we do? Who picks up? Who moves out of that 2019?
Who moves?
Who moves?
KD moves. Jimmy Butler moves.
They go the same. KD. Wait. KD,
You know, I think the domino is.
Is it the top 5? KD,
I think-
Kawhi, and Jimmy go to New York?
No. Wow, no.
They could. If they don't get Anthony Davis, New York can make that happen.
Well, I don't see Kawhi going to New York.
No,
I
I,
don't
didn't
know.
say Kawhi. My bad.
Kyrie.
Kyrie
And KD?
and Jimmy.
That was
I
another
don't know,
rumor,
man.
too.
But then you've also heard rumors and rumblings about they
What'd
don't
you
like
say?
the ownership
What'd you
of
Nick
rumors
Dolan.
and rumblings. They don't like the owner
of Dolan.
of
Donald,
New York. How he run the
Dolan or
organization.
some shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. I think he got there was some shit about him and Charles Oakley and shit like that.
Yeah, he's banned.
exactly.
There's 2019 free agent. There's a lot of it's top heavy. There's a lot.
I think the
of moves that
dominoes.
can't
I
be
mean,
made.
but what happened if you add Anthony Davis to the Lakers? You already have LeBron over there, and say you pick up a Tobias or somebody like that.
Yeah, Tobias has to be a nice pickup.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a good player.
Nah,
He's
for sure.
to make
he
up for
doesn't have to pay
losing
for a lot of moving.
Kyle Kuzma.
He's going right across.
He'll
Right across
plug-
Staples Center.
Yeah, he'll fit right in at that small forward position. You lose Kuzma and Brandon Ingram.
Is Tobias the answer?
I think that's
Is
enough.
he a plug-in?
Yes.
a plug-in. I won't say the answer, but like I said, he doesn't necessarily.
Tobias, LeBron, AD,
Marcus All.
Rondo.
Marcus Gasol,
Rondo.
What does that do
You
in the
think they
West?
re-sign Rondo?
I think they do.
I think
If
they do.
if you get rid of all those guys, you get rid of Ball.
Yeah.
Rondo got experience. He got the toughness. He's a ball distributor.
There's no other point guards on the market either. Yeah.
What does Houston do? Who would we take from that free agent class to get James Harden and Chris Paul to a ring? Do we put Marcus Gasol there?
They have Clint
Marcus
Capella.
Gasol, Lene, Fareed.
Fareed. They might have to sign Fareed. He's a free agent.
Okay.
I think they need a wingman that's a decent defensive player.
Yeah.
Like when they had Ariza,
I was just gonna say that they had him, but they
they
let
had
him go.
exactly, and that's why I don't see them doing as good as they did.
Tobias
last year.
Harris can plug right in, shoots threes,
Facts.
plays pretty decent enough defense on that team.
Facts. You gotta have somebody play defense because you know James ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Hard.
Well, nah, he did against Kawhi.
So is
Yeah.
Tobias Harris
That's
the
someone to
key-
look out for
the key to the
to a lot of
2019
teams. Yeah.
He could be a nice
Is that what you-
plug-in.
is
I
that
didn't
what
know he
you're
was a
telling
free
me,
agent.
though?
Yeah,
He could be a nice plug-in.
for a lot of teams.
Harris, is he the domino effect?
He could be a nice
Nah,
plug-in.
hell
no.
no.
You know the dominoes.
Gotta throw it out there.
The dominoes is gonna be
effect is gonna be
KD, AD.
Who drops first? Okay, let's do this.
The league's not moving until the two ADs and KDs.
The two ADs.
Yeah, the two Ds.
Okay.
Well, sorry.
Hey, yeah.
Really, nigga?
Really, nigga? Sorry. But
The opinions of Burns does not directly affect or reflect the opinions of the Krew Sports Talk Show.
Yeah, definitely not stats.
Go ahead.
nah, but the two dominoes to fall are going to be KD and AD, and the league's not moving until they make their decision.
KD and AD. What about Kyrie? What about Kawhi? I think.
Kawhi as well.
Come on.
Kyrie,
Is it AD and Kawhi instead of AD and KD?
nah, KD. Because I think everybody knows KD's not staying.
Everybody knows Kawhi's not staying.
But why does everybody say KD not staying?
He's not staying. KD's not staying.
If they win a
I think
chip,
it's
he
too.
doesn't
I think
stay.
it's too.
That's what I'm
many-
saying. If he wins, he proves his point twice already. Why am I saying I'm going to go somewhere else and make myself more valid? Go to New York or go back to OKC and make
Does
shit
it make
better.
himself more
But what is
valid,
the
or does he go
difference?
to another place and they be like, "Oh shit, you couldn't win without going to
Because
state"?
think about it. If
That's
you,
what he wants to prove.
but if you're saying he's going to go somewhere else, he's going to go somewhere else where there are other players too.
No,
Where
he's
the
not going to go somewhere by himself.
Yeah.
But he
The
wants
NBA,
to go
that's what
where
the NBA is right now.
But he's not
Yep.
going to go somewhere where it was already established. You joined a team that was already good and made it great. Now you're going to go somewhere and start from the scratch. I say go back to OKC. I'm
you
a
don't
fan of
start
that.
from the scratch.
Isn't
He's
that
not,
what-
he's not starting from the
But
scratch.
isn't that what you're doing when you're teaming up with another 3 stars or 2
Is
stars
that the scratch though?
on a brand new team?
I don't know. You said go back to OKC.
I like that.
I don't think he goes back to OKC.
Why not?
You see, you know, not how I feel. KD worries too much about what other people think.
That's why he goes back to OKC.
So it's too much of this. Oh, I don't want people to think this. Bro, who cares?
KD,
You're in it to win it.
Jimmy, KD, Paul George, and Russell.
They might have to give Steven Adams to get KD back. 'Cause that's a lot of money.
I don't think that's gonna work over there. You don't have no basketballs.
You crazy?
At the point where KD
it
is in
worked
his
when you
career,
had
I don't
Enes
think so.
Kanter and all
I
them.
think with KD going to Golden State, he's learned the importance of not being selfish.
Yeah.
Like Golden State.
I don't think he was selfish at OKC.
Right, he let Russell come up.
That's where he messed up at.
But let me ask you a question. He goes to OKC. Is he the second or third option?
Second. Paul George is third.
How does that dynamic work out?
Shit, Russell Westbrook might be second.
Yeah, exactly.
Where we
KD should
go?
be first.
He should be first.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So going back to your saying, there's not enough basketball. Can Russell Westbrook take a step back?
No. And that's why he's not going back to OKC.
Okay.
The dominoes has fallen.
Nah, but yeah, you got to look out for the New York Knicks. And another dark horse, a team with money, the Brooklyn Nets. They're a playoff team this year. If they can make some noise, if they can probably re-sign D'Angelo Russell. He's looking good, and you pair him up with maybe
who?
Jimmy
Nigga,
Butler.
pair him up with like 3 other players, nigga.
Nah, in the East, bro, they're a playoff team right now.
All right,
with
go ahead.
scrubs.
Go ahead. D'Angelo Russell and who?
Jimmy Butler.
And who?
Shit.
We
and the Tobias Harris.
Silence is golden right now.
Tobias Harris comes back to the East.
And what they gonna do?
Really, nigga?
What is that lineup? That's what we're striving for right now.
You building towards the future
in the East.
Shit, in the East, that might make some noise.
Really, nigga?
You got Jared Allen at your 5.
What is he talking about? Are we serious?
Karis LeVert coming back.
So we're talking about trades to be made to be 5th in the East. Lou, what's up with your mans, Lou? What's up with your mans, Lou? Really, is that what we doing right now? To be 5th in the East?
Never know.
No, dog. That's not what we doing right here. No, that's not. How do we go from a conversation about winning the East to making these blockbuster trades, making these blockbuster pickups to be the 5th in the East? What are the Heat right now?
What, in rankings right now?
Like, what are team-wise, what are we? Are we around the 5th?
Shit, we should be. We're not
so we're
playing
making
like it.
all that moves to be a Heat team right now?
And at that very moment,
and he knew. He fucked up. Think about it, though. Are we signing all these players? Are we paying all these contracts to be the 5th in the East?
But coming back from where you came from, I mean, shit, that's a huge accomplishment.
Bruh, come on, bruh.
what you talking about? What you mean?
For Brooklyn to get those players and to come back from where they came from to be a 5th seed, I'm just throwing something out there. You don't have to.
I mean,
think it's so serious.
But then it's all. But then also.
That was crazy though.
But then also.
But I'm saying that's a team to look out for. They got money.
But then also on the business tip, you know, these guys are putting together teams to win. They ain't spend all that money to be 5th place.
Shit, they did it once before. They spent all that money. That shouldn't do nothing for them.
They didn't spend that money to be 5th place. They spent that money with Paul George and Kevin Garnett to be top in the East. Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to be top in the East.
And Andre Karolinko.
Right. They didn't spend it to be 5th in the East.
They was 5th
didn't
in the East.
spend that money to have vision of, yeah, but that's what they became. That's not what they spent the money to become.
They had championship aspirations.
That's what I'm saying. So you're not making
so you're
these
telling me
trades?
that team I just came up with doesn't have championship aspirations?
No.
Who? Brooklyn?
No.
Really, nigga?
No, not at all. I like your New York domino.
Yeah, that sounds better than Brooklyn.
For sure. KD, Kyrie, and Jimmy, I like that. In the East, I like that. Right? What do you think? You said a lot of shit.
I mean, that made more sense to me than the Brooklyn situation, but then that might be a little bit far-fetched with the whole thing about, you know, players wanting to leave New York or the whole situation with the management. So
interesting. We talked about all these teams. We didn't bring up the Heat. We might have brought up the Heat for a half a second. Pat Riley is known, godfather of NBA. At one point, he used to make offers that you could not refuse. Does Pat Riley still have it to be that mover and shaker in the NBA? Can he go into a free agency with the Miami Heat and be like, oh shit, Miami Heat stole a free agency?
I mean, Pat Riley showed you that once he gets a confirmation from someone saying that he wants to be here, he'll go all in. He got the confirmation from Jimmy Butler.
Does he close the deal That's what the conversation is.
The deal
Jimmy
was,
Butler wanted to be. I know.
the deal was done.
But they reneged.
Whose fault is it? Who's people getting greedy?
That's true. But right now, the current temperature in the NBA, can Pat Riley make a move? Trade deadline 2019 free agency. Can he make that move to make the Heat go from a middle tier Eastern Conference team to the Toronto, the Boston, the fucking Philly?
I think he's capable of doing that. If it's,
you're Pat Riley, what moves do you make?
I mean, if it's AD and AD tells me he wants to be here in Miami, I'll pull the trigger.
Who do you give up and still have
All three of my young assets
and still have enough to be a contender?
Yeah, I give up.
Who?
I gave up Jay Rich, Winslow, Bam, and a first-round pick.
Who
and
do
I
you
have
still
left
have?
Goran Dragic, Dwayne Wade, Deion Waiters. I have James Johnson,
And that
AD,
makes you a
Hassan
contender?
Whiteside.
That
In the
makes you-
East against Philly and Boston,
I think
have
the
AD.
I think the Heat is still on the outside looking in.
I don't know about that, boss
You
man.
forgot, but this Wade last year.
I don't know about
You ain't
that,
gonna
boss
have him.
man.
You're not gonna have Wade.
So
next year.
Understood.
You're saying Hassan, AD,
Deion Waiters, James
Goran-
Johnson.
James Johnson, and Wade. That makes you a contender.
Yeah, in the East.
We're not gonna have Wade next year.
But yeah, you
This
don't have
year.
to. You don't have to
Let's
throw
say
Wade
this
in
year. Let's
there.
just say
Wade
this year.
is not someone who.
All right, let's take
But
Wade
that
out.
starting five, yes.
AD, Hassan Whiteside, James Johnson. Who else?
Deion Waiters
Deion Waiters.
and Goran Dragic. That's a
like
contender in the East. It's a top three team.
Really?
Yeah. With my coach, Eric Spoelstra, I believe in that.
What do you think about that lineup? How do you like it?
That's a decent lineup. That's a decent
Is
lineup.
it a
Then you
contender
have,
in the East?
In the East.
I would say it's a contender. Then you have a decent bench. Bench is very important.
I don't like the fact that we're giving up Bam. AD, I love AD. Bam, Justice, and
you still got Olynyk on the bench.
Jay Ritt. That's our
But you
team
look,
right
but
there.
you look at Olynyk. Like Burns said, Olynyk can stretch the floor when Bam can't.
Not yet, yeah.
Not
that's
yet.
true.
But
Right.
as we're speaking right now, Olynyk can stretch the floor.
You still have tools left. If you put around AD, it'll be competitive. You get rid of the young assets where you
Remember
know.
now, you still
Who
so
do
you
we
got
pick up in
Olynyk, you still got
2019 to
Jones.
take us over that hump with the team that you're talking about in the Heat.
So we're picking up another body in 2019.
2019, you got to pick up somebody.
So when we're making that trade,
We're making a trade. We currently have Hassan Whiteside. We got AD. We got James Johnson. We got Goran, and we got Philly.
I think you
G's.
clear up some money with that, so you should be able to sign a body, a superstar. Shit. Jimmy Butler said he likes Miami.
Jimmy Butler, AD.
Now you got JJ going to the bench.
We still need one more person though.
Yeah, that point guard situation is shaky.
You still need one more person.
But at that point, I think once people see, oh shit, AD's going to Miami, I wouldn't mind going to Miami for a pay cut. You'll find someone to come and play ball.
I don't think that third person, that third influential person, will take a pay cut. I think the roster fill-ups will.
How much more do you need?
AD and Jimmy? That's just two. NBA.
And Hassan?
And-
I'm not saying Hassan, but back there,
I don't think Hassan is consistent enough.
you don't have to rely on him no more now. He's just back there just grabbing rebounds and blocking shit now. He's just playing his sloppy game. Just do you, bruh.
Damn. I just don't like relying on Hassan.
You don't have to rely on him. Jimmy Butler, AD.
Jimmy, AD.
Now you let Deion take his shots.
And we are talking about the East. We are talking about the East.
It's feasible. I think if I get an okay from AD, I pull the trigger on that trade. Saying that he's going to resign to Miami, yeah.
Why not?
But then there's other scenarios out there too, saying that Memphis is looking to offload on both Conley and Marc Gasol.
Yeah, but what the fuck does that leave Memphis with?
They want to blow it up and start over.
But I'm saying to get AD.
No. I'm saying from Miami's perspective.
So would you trade for one of those players from Miami
Why not both?
and give up?
I'll give up Goran Dragic, Josh Richardson, Tyler Johnson,
This last one. What's that last one?
and a first-round pick.
And we get Mike and Mark.
Because
All day.
Mark is an
I
expiring,
do that all day.
and Mark's an expiring contract, so you free up
Mark
money.
And Mike, I know you love Mike. I see it in your eyes. You like
Yeah,
Mike
but that's a lot of guards we giving up. You said Dragic, Richardson, and who else you said?
Tyler.
It's 3 guards.
No,
Who
we're
else?
heavy with guards.
Yeah, we're
heavy.
keeping Dion.
We're heavy.
That's fine.
He's starting. Who going on the bench?
I know Dame Jones is out for 6 weeks, but he'll
Well,
be
yeah,
back.
you got Derek Jones.
He ain't no guard.
He's a small forward.
Rodney Magruder. He's still on the bench somewhere.
He's a forward. That's what I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying, but we're still giving up 3 guards. Richardson, young. Tyler Johnson, young. Dragic, a little older, but he's still a guard.
Tyler Johnson young, but are we getting rid of Tyler Johnson or are
And
we
his
getting rid
money.
of that contract?
Yeah.
Now
That might free us up for 2019.
19, because if
Okay,
Marc
yeah,
Gasol
that'll
says,
work.
I don't want to play in Miami no more, now we get rid of that contract. Both those contracts.
Facts.
See? Facts, stats.
And
What
all,
are we
all you
doing?
have to really worry
What are we
about
doing now?
is just Conley's contract, which I'll live with. I got a point guard, a good point guard.
Mike Conley. And I think anybody that comes down to a team, that's their main priorities. Who's the point guard?
Yeah.
It's like
Now
the
you can
quarterback of the
entice
team, right?
anybody else.
So, damn.
There's too many scenarios out there.
What did you say about who do we give up to get that Mike Conley?
I said Dragic, Richardson, Tyler Johnson.
Oh, Richardson. All right. I was going to say, can we give up to get Mike Conley and give up to get AD?
You probably need a third team.
I don't know if I
To
want
get AD, then Hassan Whiteside has to be out of the picture for money purposes.
If we get Marcus Gasol from Memphis, do we care if Hassan's there?
Can you play both of them at the same time?
No. If we get Marcus Gasol from Memphis,
Oh, I'm tripping. I think you might have to send. If you're getting Mark, Hassan has to go.
He's more of an offensive threat anyway.
he's what?
More of an offensive threat.
Who is?
Mark.
all.
Yeah. Stretches the floor, passes the ball. You put that next to Bam,
He's only good for a couple more years
maybe 2 solid.
at the most.
Yeah, if that.
Productive
I mean,
years,
I don't know. I wouldn't jump on that right away. But, I mean, that's an interesting aspect as far as what the Heat can do and what direction they can go. It's just whether or not we can get a yes or no from these players. Because I don't think Pat Riley's going to go and do anything not knowing he's going to waste his time.
Pat Riley's always going to get a conversation.
Not for sure.
Like, he's always going to be
He's
in
the
a meeting.
Godfather.
Right. I think, is that out of respect? That's more or less out of respect now. I think a lot of these players, KD, LaMarcus Aldridge, when he was coming
Gordon
out.
Hayward.
Gordon Hayward, they were giving him that respect. Are teams going into these meetings like, damn, there might be a chance that I might sign with him?
I mean, we had Gordon Hayward. If Brad Stevens wasn't the coach in Boston, I think we had Gordon Hayward on our team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, honestly, his camp, reading into what the Twitterverse says, saying that if it wasn't for Brad Stevens being his former coach over there in Boston, Miami had him sold in day one in the presentation, and him and his wife. But, you know, the white guy over there.
I think it's more about, like you said, everybody respects Pat. Everybody know what, Mr. Riley has done. Then,
Mr. Riley.
everybody likes Miami. The
Right.
nice life,
It's
the
more
weather.
than just Pat, yeah.
There's also with the money.
No,
the taxes.
No state tax.
No state. So
taxes.
that plays a big part too. So
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Pat Riley just has an effect because you brought up the whole LaMarcus Aldridge. We had no money that year, and Pat Riley still had a meeting with him.
We didn't have money when we
And
had a
Pat-
meeting with KD.
Yeah, that's true. But not KD still set up that meeting because he still wanted to see if it was able to shake some.
Yeah.
That he had no way because we still had the Chris Bosh contract, and Pat Riley told LaMarcus to go back to Portland and play one more year, and we'll have money next year.
Your GM, your co-GM, you and Pat Riley in the same meeting room. He brings you out to Prime 112. You know what? What move do we have to make to get us over that hump? Not what moves that we have to make to get us over that hump. What do you tell Pat Riley? You have his ear. You have his full attention. What do you tell him?
We clear up all the contracts that we can.
Feasible. Let's be realistic, all right?
We're clearing up cap space. If that's getting rid of Wayne Ellington, Goran Dragic, and one of these big contracts that we sign, if it's Deion Waiters, James Johnson, Tyler Johnson, but we got to clear money to be able to talk to
clear money for sure.
so that in 2019 we can maybe sign one, at least get in the room with someone and be like, all right, here, we have this X amount of money. This is our team. This is what we can do. And then the following year, we can sign another star and build towards something.
I would agree.
But we have to
How
clear
do we
money.
Clear that money though. It's not as easy as just saying it.
Trades.
The fucking Hassan Whiteside, I know that wasn't one of the names that you named. He has a player option for next year. How do we get Hassan Whiteside? How do we get Tyler Johnson? How do we get James Johnson? How do
It's
we get
about making
Lawrence
those
Rodgers?
contracts look good. Right now, you see Tyler Johnson's actually playing up to his contract. He's looking pretty decent. Last night, a couple nights ago, Wayne Ellington had a really good game, 19 points, leading scorer. They're making him look good because it's trade deadline time. So maybe a team that maybe wants to get him, we can take him off and clear up that money. We can probably get rid of Tyler Johnson, maybe a Wayne Ellington, maybe a Magruder, a small contract, but to get under that luxury tax, I mean, it's other things out there. Maybe we can get Hassan Whiteside to start playing better. Dion's playing good. Maybe we can.
I gave up on Hassan.
Yeah,
Get him outta here.
but Dion's playing playing better off his injury. Maybe we can send him somewhere and clear up some money and get rid of that $50 million. But it starts with clearing up money. No money, we can't talk to nobody.
We have to clear up that contracts or clear up the money to add money.
Yeah.
Or anything. What do you think, Star?
I agree with that, but I don't agree with the getting rid of Dion. I like his grit. I like how he plays with that chip on his shoulder. I mean, we have Goran. Goran is more a distributor. Dion is he wants the ball in his hands. He wants to take the last shot.
He's ball dominant.
Yes. Now everybody else you said, I would agree with them. And it's a simple fact that, like you said, the fact that Pat Riley got these guys, even knowing we didn't have the money, the fact that those guys still accepted the meeting with Pat, that says a lot. So now to get that space and to actually have the money puts us we could take the conversation even further.
Yeah.
For sure. I believe in that. I think when Dion was doing his thing, didn't he have Goran in the backcourt? I think it was the duo.
7-11, yeah, they had a thing going on.
7-11, open all day.
Open all day.
Right? So I think they fit. They complement each other well. I think it's just a point of getting Goran healthy. We finally got Dion back. Let's say we keep Goran. Let's say we keep Dion.
But if we keep him going, what do we do? Does he come off the bench with Winslow being the starting point guard now?
What do we do?
I think you tell him come off the bench.
Goran?
Yeah.
You don't pay Goran that amount of money and have him come off the bench.
Why not?
You trade.
You
him.
got TJ coming off the bench.
If he's
James Johnson coming off the bench with all that
you
money.
gotta trade both of them. You gotta trade all that
Kelly Olinick's coming off the bench with $50 million. Come on.
for a 4-year contract though.
Goran Dragic's on
You're
his.
throwing $50 million, but it's 4 years. Like it's not. He's not. Kelly O is not getting a crazy contract
Goran Dragic's making 17.
compared to 11.
Okay.
I think if Justice is our key to point guard, Goran has to go. He's irrelevant and he's not valuable to that position.
Why does he have to go? He can stretch your floor. He's a really good 3-point shooter.
You said Goran was a distributor. Now we have Justice as a distributor. I think Goran better serves as second team, but as second team with the salary that he's making now doesn't make sense.
I think there's a way you can figure it out with him. I think he's able to come off the bench.
So do you have Justice and Goran?
Or maybe he doesn't have to necessarily be your point guard.
Goran and Dion.
He can be your off-ball 2 guard and stand in the corner and catch and shoot. Goran.
And where does Dion fit in? Because isn't that Dion's position?
True. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The team has to come out with a trade. There's too many.
Exactly.
There's too many of the same positions.
Who goes? Does Goran go? Justice has last couple of games. Justin has emerged.
If you could figure out a way to get rid of both Ellington and Goran to get rid of 2 guards,
Ideal.
yeah.
What do you
I
think?
would do that. Goran is older. You got Winslow younger.
And Goran is older, and I think to a title contender, he's more appealing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody that's looking for that next, like,
He could be that perfect fit. He could be that fit. Where he just does the same thing what he does to the Heat, he could do over there.
He probably go to Denver and help them out with their playoff push, their contention.
Does he help Houston?
He used to play for them.
Does he help Houston?
He has to come off the bench.
Right.
He can.
Milwaukee?
I don't
Bledsoe's
trade him.
over there.
Yeah. He played with Bledsoe before. He ain't like him, though.
In Phoenix.
Yeah, but he didn't like
They had
him.
fucking Bledsoe, him, and Isaiah.
IT, yeah. Oh, but yeah, he won't go to Denver because Denver has IT.
Yeah.
Right. What is the hardest contract for the Heat to move?
Hardest? Hassan.
Facts.
Without a doubt.
Hassan.
You need to start earning that check.
He needs to what?
Start earning that check.
Like 2 years ago, he should have been doing that, right?
I mean, he's playing his role now, but someone making that much amount of money, you don't want someone to play a role.
You need to be more dominant.
Yeah.
I mean, Joel Embiid got him like a straight sucker. And he called him out.
Yeah.
How are you like one of the top paid centers in the East, but don't make the All-Star team?
Yeah.
Not even in the conversation.
That's pathetic.
Not even in the conversation.
You know, Bam got more votes than him. Bam.
Really, nigga?
Bam got more votes than Hassan Whiteside for All-Star. And those were player votes.
Hassan next year's player option. After that, after next year, let's say what? Damn, 2021.
2021.
That's when he's off our books.
Yeah. I think that's when TJ comes off the books too.
So we just buying
we
time
shooting for 2021. Who the hell is in that class?
2021. Yo, if we get TJ off the books and Hassan.
Oh, Goran Dragic will be off the books too. By 2020. Look how much money you freed up.
Yo, that's me.
But who wants to play the weight game?
Gordon Hayward.
2021?
Let's hold on, excuse me. As I get comfortable. Gordon Hayward. Mike Conley.
Oh.
Game Time Dame.
Oh.
DeMar DeRozan. CJ McCollum. Otto Porter. Rudy Gobert. Anthony Davis. Bradley Beal. Andre Drummond.
That might be a class to look out for.
Not done yet. Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
Steve Adams.
Hey, if Giannis, if in the
LaMarcus Aldridge. Victor Oladipo.
But how old are these people 2 years from now?
Still.
LaMarcus, let's go 36.
No, LaMarcus. No.
I'll take you said Drummond?
Drummond. He's a stat filler.
I'll take Drummond and DeMar.
What about Game Time Dame?
You know,
out of all those names, you said what? DeMar DeRozan and Andre Drummond.
As free agent signings.
Detroit. Just side note, they bought up Blake Griffin.
Unhappy.
He said one of his top destinations was Miami. Do you pick up Blake Griffin?
You know he's currently unhappy on his team right now.
Yeah.
And he may ask for a trade request at the end of the season.
Do we go after Blake? I think we go after any trade that gets rid of our contracts.
What do you give? They want young assets. I'm not giving you...
No.
For Blake Griffin, I'm not giving you any of my young people.
No, not at all. No. Not at all. Out of that 2021 NBA free agencies, you like...
As far as what fits on my team on the Heat?
Right. DeMar and Andre.
Yeah. But then you said Dame Time. I think of Miami. I think Dame Time fits. Bigger market. He didn't have a big market in Portland.
Dame Time and who?
Besides those two I gave already?
Man, you know who I say?
Y'all ain't saying nothing about the Greek.
Who?
Did you say?
I'm not too sold on him, dawg. He can't shoot.
All right.
Hold on.
Jimmy Butler and Paul George. They
now remember
about him.
Remember
about them,
they
right?
found a shot.
Hold on, but you remember AD at one point had some issues too. He done worked on a lot of that stuff, and he's got better.
No, but this nigga Giannis can't shoot at all.
What about Bradley Beal? I like Bradley Beal.
He decent.
I don't see him coming to Miami.
I don't know.
Some telling me he's like an LA guy.
He did go to university.
But he got roots. He got roots in
He went to the Gators.
Yeah, it's not Miami.
Miami's not that far.
He might go to Orlando.
Man, I'm talking about distance wise. I'm not talking about distance wise, but culture wise, Miami's not that far.
Yeah.
And you brought up state taxes. You don't want to pay California state taxes.
You're right. That 2021 draft is really interesting. That's a draft.
2021, is that what we're going for?
Yeah, it might
Let Golden State
be.
have these next couple of years.
If there's no way to free up money, then
Are we all in on Giannis?
I like him.
Give me one more person. I'm gonna come back to you. Give me Giannis and who?
I like Dame.
Giannis, Dame, Bam, Jay Rich, Justice Winslow.
And they're all seasoned by then. 2 years later, they're gangster.
That's not top in the East.
I like them.
That's top 4.
In the East.
Depending on what these other teams do.
Let's go
I
to
like
you.
them.
That's a hell of addition.
Damn, I lost my train of thought.
That's hell of addition. Right there. Dame and fucking Giannis.
But let's not forget about Gordon Hayward. He's already the odd man out in Boston
I think Gordon Hayward, people get him at a discount.
after the injury.
They get him at a discount.
Shit, if I'm Miami, I'd take that discount on him.
Facts. Gordon Hayward, is that one of your top selections for that year?
Well, you just brought up a valid point with that discount. I think so.
I don't think Gordon Hayward in 2021 is the same market
What's the
value
point
as
guard
2 years ago?
in that year? Because we have no point guard. Well, if we're sticking with Justice, then never mind.
Mike Conley. Is Dame a point guard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dame's a point guard. That's all. Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, but you don't know how he gonna come off of that
back,
injury.
right, for
He
sure.
blew up his whole quad.
Dennis Schroeder.
Mm.
That's about it. Patrick Mills. Dante Exum.
Nah.
Markel Fultz. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Those are the top.
But the top ones are pretty interesting. You said AD in 2021?
Yeah.
That's if he doesn't re-sign.
All right, for sure. That's an asterisk on that.
I don't know. It's a lot
I
of
don't think you
possibilities.
could beat Dame and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's a nice combo. Nah, I like my DeMar and Drummond.
DeMar and Drummond.
DeMar DeRozan.
And Drummond. More than you like Dame Lillard and
But
Anthony.
think about the
and
pieces
who?
already on the Heat.
Greek.
And Greek Freed?
Drummond he's limited.
We don't have a center.
His offense is limited.
You put that next to Bam.
He's rebound.
He's
Drummond,
pick
that's
and
all
roll.
he is.
He's shooting the 3-ball now, man. Watch out for him.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
So you rather give up Drummond for Greek Freak?
No way.
If you pick up Drummond, you're
Regardless-
picking up another player.
DeMar.
No, I'm saying if you pick up Drummond, I don't think his salary is gonna impact like you would get Giannis. You're gonna get 3
Oh, you pick up a third body.
facts.
Mm.
I don't see it. I rather let me get Giannis all day than Andre
The Heat are
Drummond.
actually looking into him for that year of free
Giannis?
agency. Yeah.
I don't think he stays. I think he's too big of a name to be in Milwaukee.
But he's already talking this loyalty stuff. Well, I'm
He's
not
talking
going
that shit now.
nowhere.
Kyrie said that shit at the beginning of the year too.
Everybody say that.
That's what you're supposed to say.
It's politically correct.
Facts, stats. So is that the move to make? You like DeMar and you like Andre Drummond. You like Giannis and you like.
Dang.
I like it.
Yeah, how do you say no to that?
Right?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. But that's what it is, man. It's been an interesting show. I like it, man. I like this conversation. I think we talked a lot of shit, man. I think Dame and Giannis. I like it, man. I don't think, how can you go wrong with that, right?
Really, nigga?
Closing remarks. Go ahead. Let's do it. This is my favorite part of the show. I just want to see what y'all niggas say. Don't say it. Crew with a K. You can't say it. You can't say it.
My pick for the Super Bowl,
We did that.
No, his pick. Hold on. I want to hear.
Patriots. Tom Brady going to win another ring. The GOAT. Manny Diaz is going to sign another high-ranking
What?
recruit.
Of what position? What do we need?
It's going to be a defensive player.
Real quick. What do we need? We've made a lot of moves in UM. Quarterback, wide receiver. We got some linebacker from UCLA. What other move do we need to make at UM to be like, oh shit, we good? What's that other missing piece? D tackle, D line, corner,
O-line.
DB.
We need an O-lineman.
Facts, for sure. For sure, I like that. Go ahead.
Closing remarks?
Closing remarks.
Nah. Luka Doncic's name an All-Star as a rookie. And I think Le'Veon Bell is a Dolphin.
Wow.
I think so.
I think Le'Veon and AB, or we're just Le'Veon.
Nah, just Le'Veon.
I know Le'Veon and AB is kind of a stretch.
That's too much.
That's too much.
But Luka Doncic,
I like him.
rookie starter
I like him.
since Yao Ming.
Dennis Smith, does he stay with the Dallas or does he leave?
I think they get rid of him.
To where? If you're in Miami Heat, do you pick up Dennis Smith?
Nah, you like him. I don't
No.
do it.
No.
No.
You don't?
Nah.
Why?
Mm-mm.
You don't like him?
Mm-mm.
I just said that, no.
I don't. Do I have to repeat myself? I like him.
Nah. I already see enough from him. He's just an athlete. Hey, hopefully he can develop a shot. Then we can talk about something.
Miami's known for developing everything. You come to Miami, your game is crazy.
If I'm going to gamble on somebody in Miami, give me Markel Fultz.
No.
I'm gambling on him.
No.
Fuck that.
Too injury prone. Too injury prone.
They shut him down for no reason.
I don't like it.
There was no reason for Markel Fultz to not play basketball this year.
So why
They got in that kid's head, and he hasn't been the same since. He's a young kid. You're going to tell him, oh.
At what price do we bring Markel Fultz?
Man, what the hell? Like, I'm trading a second-round pick for him. I'm not giving up anything.
Right.
If he gets cut, I'm picking him up off waivers.
For sure.
But I'm not.
If you're not giving up nothing, why not?
yeah, if you're doing like that, yeah, it's different. But
Nah, of course. But I'm saying, like, as a reclamation project, I'll take him.
We're known for that down here.
Yeah.
For sure. I like it. That's what it is, man. It is the Krew Sports Talk. This is season 1 finale. Anybody that knows Lou, go ahead and DM him, tell him he missed the show. Fellas, it's been a good one, man. Season 2 is right around the corner. What did you just do right there? I hear that, no doubt. I like that. You got